Excellent. So I'm just going to back up here and we will get started. So we're going to start with a nice easy march. So just marching on the spot. Slowly getting our muscles nice and warm, lubricating our joints, getting that heart to pump a little bit faster. And don't forget about your arms. We want to move those too. Widen that stance. We look like penguins right now. We're just getting a little bit more movement, mobility in the hips. And let's change it up. All we're going to do is reach across our bodies, adding a gentle twist here. And as we reach across, we're fully pointing our back toes, so it's a full pivot, like we're dancers. And again, you can move as quickly or as slowly as feels good for you. You don't have to be at the same pace as me. So listening to your body. And let's change the direction. So we're going to reach for the top corners, back to the middle, and then the bottom corners of our screen. Looking good. Now, if there are any directions that don't feel good in the shoulders, there's no need to do that right now. Just reaching in the directions that feel comfortable. Let's do one more round. And then we can go back to marching. Switching it up here, we're just tapping our toe to the side. We can do one arm, we can do two arms if you'd like. If anyone's feeling like they have lots of energy, feel free to do full jumping jacks. And if our shoulders aren't loving this, we can always reach across the body. So again, just listening to what your body's trying to tell you. Fantastic. All right, let's go back to marching. But this time, let's take the stairs. We're going to take 2 stairs at a time. So we're going to get those knees up a bit higher. So we can keep our arms sort of in this marching position, or we can break a stick over our knees. And again, if reaching above isn't feeling great in the shoulders, you can keep it a little bit lower. Perfect. All right, let's get the back of the legs warmed up here. So we're just kicking back, so fully bending at the knee. Arms can stay low, or you can pulse those elbows backward. right, let's go back to marching. Let's see if we can pick up the pace just a little bit. Don't forget about your arms. Going for a nice easy jog here. All right, let's bring it back down. Option, we can keep moving your feet, or we can plant both feet down if we feel more secure this way, okay? Arms are gonna go up to a T. We're gonna start with small circles forward. And let's get a little bit bigger. And a little bit bigger. And let's do full arm circles here. Fantastic. Getting some movement in the shoulders. Right. All right, shake it out. Back out to a T. Let's start small, backward. And a little bit bigger. And a little bit bigger. And let's do some full arm circles here. All right, shake it all out. Are we feeling warm? Ready to go? Thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, thumbs down. Thumbs up, perfect, excellent. All right, so we are going to get started with our routine. First up, we have jumping jacks. Option 1, you've got a toe tap with one arm, okay? Option 2, same thing with your toe tap, but 2 arms. And then option 3, full jumping jacks, okay? This is going to be a timed exercise. So choosing whichever variation works for you. Let's move in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we've got the toe tap with one arm, or 2 arms, or full jacks. Fantastic. So moving as quickly as feels good for you. We want to make sure that heart rate is still a little bit higher. We're almost there, 5 seconds left. All right, that's my timer. Shake it out if you need to. We are going to do an upper body exercise. We did this one last week, so you'll need your weights. You can do this sitting or standing. Show you from a standing position, standing nice and tall. We're gonna get those hips back, slight bend in our knees. All right, weights automatically come forward. You wanna make sure our spine is nice and tall. We're not rounded in, right? Nice and tall here. You're still looking on the ground or at the ground, but 6 feet ahead of your toes. All we're gonna do is squeeze those shoulder blades together as we lift the weights up and with control back down. So from the front view, we're keeping those elbows tucked in nice and close. We come out here, we're using different muscles. I call these chicken wings. We don't want any chicken wings. So keeping them nice and tucked in. We have 12 to 16. I'm gonna do this in a seated position too, if it feels better for anyone on their lower back. So sitting towards the edge of the chair, not all the way back. Nice and tall, leaning forward. Same concept here, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Keeping our backs nice and tall, looking down at the ground. 12 to 16 repetitions. Whenever you're ready. We are working on some posture muscles here. The muscles between the shoulder blades. Looking good, everyone. So we've got 12 to 16. Once you're done, you can put your weights off to the side. Wonderful. Exercise number 3. We are going to do sit to stand or squats, or the alternative, if it doesn't feel so great in those knees to do either of those, we can do a leg extension. So again, sitting up forward in our chair. We don't want to be too far back. This is way too relaxed for exercise, right? So sitting forward here, nice and tall. We're just extending one leg at a time, really focusing on squeezing these thigh muscles, flexing your toes as you do it. So that's option 1. Option 2, sit to stand. Arms can be forward or across the chest, whatever feels best for you. We're just gonna lean forward, push our feet into the ground as we lift our bodies up. And then coming back down, we're gonna get those hips back first, and then we bend our knees down. And we're gonna continue this way, okay? Body squats, no chair, exact same concept. Arms forward or across the chest. We're gonna get those hips back, then we bend those knees, and lift our bodies back up. We have 12 to 16 repetitions here. So choosing whichever variation works for you. It's gonna turn a little bit so I can see everyone. We wanna get the weight back into our hips first. These muscles are a lot stronger. If we don't get those hips far back, our knees are gonna take that weight, right? We wanna alleviate some of that pressure from the knees into those stronger muscles in the hips. We've got 12 to 16 here. And whenever you're done, you can shake out those legs. They were just working pretty hard. All right, let's pick up our weights. Going back to an arm exercise. All we're gonna do is bicep curls. So standing nice and tall, the palms of your hands are facing forward. So nice and tall here, we're squeezing those bicep muscles as we lift the weights up to our shoulders, and with control, back down. So we've got 12 to 16 here. So we're using our biceps. Looking good, everyone. Once we've got our 12 to 16, we can drop those weights off to the side. Shake up those arms, roll those wrists if you need to. We have our wall push-ups up next. So like I mentioned, finding a blank space of wall, having a nice sturdy desk or table. As long as it's pushed against the wall so it doesn't move on you, that's the easiest way to go about it. Today I'm gonna demonstrate with my desk. So I'm just gonna move my computer so everyone can see. Oops. Chair. Right, so you can see my desk here. So just like against the wall, standing up nice and tall, right? I'm gonna lean forward here. So you'll see my shoulders, hips, and knees are all in one line. We don't want our hips out, or we don't want any dipped hips, right? Nice and straight. We've got our core activated. All we're doing is bending those elbows and then pushing our bodies away. So against the wall, using a countertop. As long as it's sturdy, we've got 12 to 16 here. Got my 16 in. Gonna roll out those wrists. Fantastic work, everyone. All right, okay, so rest timer going here. So grab some water. Do a little walkabout if you'd like. All right, how is everyone feeling? Thumbs up. Awesome. Any babies, any no's? No? Excellent. Wonderful. So thinking about the RPE scale, 1 to 10, how hard are we working right now? Throw your hands up, give me a number. Are we at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Nice, fantastic. Wonderful. So we do have 2 more sets to get through, so keep that in the back of your mind there. So you know how hard to push yourself for the next round. Does anyone have any questions about any of the exercises we did today? No? Feeling good? Fantastic. We're almost ready to go here. Important that we do allow our muscles to rest between sets. That way we don't fatigue any of our muscles. All right, so my timer is about to go off here. So let's go back to the top. So we have our jumping jacks first. So a little reminder here, we can do toe tap with 1 arm, toe tap with 2 arms, or we can do full jacks. All ready? Let's get moving in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Feel free to switch it up if you'd like. You can always try something different. Even if it's just for a few, you can go back. We're almost there. And that's my timer. All right, shake it out if you need to. We have our bent over rows next. So you can do this in a seated position or standing. Let's pick up our weights. So sitting or standing nice and tall, weights in both hands here. Gonna kick those hips back, slight bend at our knees, leaning forward, keeping our backs nice and straight, nice and tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades together with control back down in 12 to 16 here. Keep those elbows tucked in nice and close to the body, no chicken wings. Our 12 to 16. We can set our weights onto the side. Next up, we have the leg extension or the sit to stand, right? Or our regular body squats. I'm going to use hips right back forward on the knees. We're going to aim for 12 to 16. I'm going to do sit to stand this time. Let's get moving. Back. This exercise is really important. So you want to be able to get off and out of a chair, couch, our bed, even the toilet for as long as possible. So you want to try to keep those muscles nice and strong. Like most of us right there. And once you get to your 12, 16, we can shake it all out. All right. Let's move back to an upper body exercise. We have our bicep curls, so we'll need your weights. Weights in both hands, our palms are facing forward. We're just bringing the weights up to our shoulders, and with control, lowering back down. So 12 to 16 here. Once again, 12 to 16. Drop those weights off to the side. Curl up those wrists if you need to. Shake out those arms. We have our push-ups next. So using that blank space of wall, counter, desk, table. All right. So setting ourselves up, making sure that we're in one nice straight line from our shoulders to our hips to our toes. And let's get moving. We've got 12 to 16. Once you get to your 12 to 16, make sure you roll out those wrists if you need to. All right, get our rest timer going. Grab some water. Everyone still feeling okay? Thumbs up. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's do a check-in with that RPE scale, 1 to 10. How hard are we working right now? Fantastic. Thank you, Marianne. Wonderful. Yeah. We're working today, aren't we? I like it. So we're almost there with our rest time. You can sip some water. You can continue moving around, walking around the room if you'd like. Making sure that heart rate stays elevated. All right, my timer is about to go off here, so we're gonna go back to those jumping jacks. So we can do toe tap one arm, two arms, or full jacks. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So this is the last round. Feel free to switch it up if you'd like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's pick up our weights. We have our bent over rows next. The weights in both hands, standing nice and tall. Let's kick those hips back, slight bend in our knees, making sure our spine is nice and tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades together with control, back down. 12 to 16 repetitions. We're really working on those muscles that help keeping our postures nice and tall. Once you have your 12 to 16, we'll move back down to legs. So we could do the seated leg extension, right? Sit to stand with a chair, or body squats or air squats. Alrighty, we've got 12 to 16. Let's get moving. So making sure we get those hips back, keeping our spines nice and tall here. Don't forget to breathe. Once we get that 12 to 16, we can shake out those legs. And let's grab our weights for some bicep curls. So 12 to 16, let's get moving. Once you get those repetitions in, set your weights to the side. And let's do our final exercise of the day. We have our push-ups. So setting yourself up against the wall or something sturdy. Let's get moving here. So we're keeping our bodies nice and stiff as a board. We're in one line from our ears to our heels. Making sure those hips stay in line. So we're not dipping our hips around, we're sticking them out. And once we get our 12 to 16, roll out those wrists if we need to. Grab some water if you'd like. We finished all sets. We just have our cool down. Great work, everyone. I'm just gonna back up here. You can sit or stand, whatever works best for you. We're gonna start with some shoulder rolls here. Nice and slow. And let's go the other way. And let's lift our shoulders up to our ears and let them drop. All right, we've got a dot of ink on our nose, and we have a blank canvas in front of us. We're going to draw spirals with our noses. So we're starting small, and then we're going to slowly spiral out to larger circles. Again, moving as slowly as feels good for you. Let's come back to center. Take a moment so we don't feel dizzy. And let's go the other way. So again, starting nice and small and slowly spiraling out to larger circles. And whenever you're ready, coming back to center. Make sure we don't feel too dizzy. All right, let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Nice and gentle here. We're just gonna rest our right hand on top of our head. So we're not pulling our head at all, just resting the weight of the hand on top here. Just nice and easy. Let's take our hand off and gently lift our heads back to center. Might feel a little uneven, so let's do the other side. Left ear to the left shoulder, and then gently resting the hand on top. So it's just an easy stretch here. You don't want to force the stretch at all, just let our bodies relax into it. Take that hand off and gently bring our heads back to center. Let's do a couple of shoulder rolls here. Make sure everything's starting to relax. And let's go the other way. Perfect. All right, right hand is going to go forward and across the body. Left arm is coming underneath. And we're going to gently pull that arm closer to that opposite shoulder. Let's unravel our arms here, shake it out if we need to. Let's do the other side. So left arm is coming forward and across, right arm is coming underneath. Perfect. Here, shake it out if you need to. We're going to clasp our hands together. We're going to take a big inhale Exhale, reach forward, let your hand drop between your arms. You're reaching your hands forward, still clasped. Upper back is opening up, so open those shoulder blades. Get a nice stretch in the muscles between them. And let's drop those hands down, unclasp, gently lift our chins up, and we're gonna press our palms back. Getting a nice stretch into the shoulders, possibly into the chest muscles. Work those muscles a lot with our push-ups. And let's release, shake it all out. All right, let's move to the lower body. I'm just going to tilt my camera here. We can do this standing or seated. I'm gonna do it in a chair today. So even if we're standing, we've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You're gonna tilt those hips backward, and then we're gonna gently lean forward, getting a stretch in this front leg here. Let's bring our bodies back up. We're gonna switch sides. So other foot forward. We're gonna tilt those hips back. Make sure your toes are up towards your nose here. And we're leaning forward. Getting a stretch. Back of the legs. Sorry, back of the leg. Singular. That straight leg. So just easing our bodies into the stretch. Bring our bodies back up. All right, if you're in a chair, you can remain seated. I'm just going to do this standing. We're gonna finish off with some breathing. So all we're gonna do, sitting or standing nice and tall. We're gonna take a big inhale. We're reaching right through our fingertips down to the ground, out to the side, and all the way up to the ceiling. Let's get really tall here. Wiggle those fingers. And let's release down. Again, inhale, reaching through those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Let's get really tall here. Let's reach the right side a little bit higher. Let's reach the left side a little bit higher. Back to center, get tall, and release. All right, last one, nice and gentle. Inhale, nice and slow. Very gentle. And slowly exhale to release. Fantastic work, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Pats on the back. You worked hard today. Make sure you grab some water.